My beloved brothers and sisters, listen very carefully. Sometimes the loudest voice you hear in your life is the one inside your own head. And unfortunately, that voice is not always kind. It whispers doubts, feeds fears, and magnifies problems. But today, I want you to remember something powerful. You are stronger than your negative thoughts. You are capable, you are valuable, and Allah has placed within you the ability to rise above every whisper of hopelessness. You see, my brothers and sisters, negative thoughts are not signs of weakness. They are signs that you are human. Every one of us faces moments when our minds try to convince us that we are not enough, not smart enough, not strong enough, not worthy enough. But the truth is very different. Allah says, do not lose hope, nor be sad. What does that mean? It means that your thoughts are not always telling you the truth. When those dark thoughts come, don't let them settle. Don't give them a home in your heart. Treat them like unwanted guests. Acknowledge them, but do not entertain them. Replace them with something better. Replace fear with dua. Replace doubt with gratitude. Replace overthinking with tawakkul. Complete trust in Allah. Your thoughts are not facts. And one of the greatest freedoms you can give yourself is the power to question what your mind tells you. Many times, the loudest battles you fight are not with people, situations, or hardships. They are with the whispers inside your own head. And the surprising truth is this: your mind can be your strongest ally or your toughest enemy. The choice is not in stopping the thoughts, but in learning how to respond to them. When a negative thought appears and tells you that you are not capable, not worthy, or not good enough, pause for a moment and remind yourself that your mind often speaks out of fear, not reality. This is where your faith steps in, because faith turns fear into perspective and whispers into silence. There is a powerful hook you must hold on to. Every time your mind says, you can't, your faith says, with Allah you can. And those two voices will continue to compete, but you decide which one to amplify. Whenever doubt creeps in, don't accept it as truth. Treat it like a guest who has knocked on your door. It may enter momentarily, but it does not have the right to stay. Challenge the thought by asking yourself, is this from Allah, or is this from fear? The moment you challenge it, you weaken its grip. Negative thoughts grow stronger when you believe them without questioning. They lose power the moment you shine the light of awareness upon them. Let me give you another hook. The mind exaggerates, but your faith grounds you. When your thoughts paint the future in dark colors, faith reminds you that Allah is the turner of hearts, the controller of all affairs, and the one who can change any situation in a split second. Sometimes your mind imagines problems that don't even exist, but your faith teaches you to trust, to breathe, and to move one step at a time. This combination of awareness and faith is what transforms your inner world. Your job is not to eliminate every negative thought. Your job is to overpower it with truth. The truth is that Allah created you with strength, dignity, and purpose. The truth is that you have overcome things you once thought were impossible. The truth is that Allah never abandons you, even when your thoughts try to convince you otherwise. And every time you replace a negative thought with a faithful reminder, you win a battle that no one else can see, but Allah sees it and He rewards it. So the next time your mind whispers doubt, rewrite the story. Stand firm, breathe deep, and say confidently, this thought is not my reality. I trust the one who has always carried me. And when a negative thought enters your mind, it often arrives with weight, heavy, draining, and capable of changing your entire mood within seconds. But there is something remarkable that many people overlook. The human heart cannot hold deep gratitude and deep negativity at the same time. One pushes the other out. That is why gratitude is one of the strongest tools Allah has given us to neutralize negativity instantly. The moment you shift your focus from what is going wrong to what is still going right, your entire emotional state begins to transform. This is not denial, this is discipline. It is a conscious decision to remind your heart of the blessings that are still present, even when challenges seem overwhelming. Here is a powerful hook to remember: a grateful heart is too full for negativity to fit inside. When your mind whispers fear, pause and bring to mind even one blessing you often overlook: your breath, your sight, your ability to think, your capacity to grow. These blessings are not small, they are signs from Allah that He has not left you empty-handed. Gratitude does not erase problems, but it strengthens you enough to face them. It reminds you that even in darkness there are lights lit by Allah Himself, guiding you out of the difficulty. The truth is, negative thoughts spread quickly when left unchallenged, but gratitude interrupts that cycle. For example, when your mind says, nothing is working for me, immediately counter it by saying, Alhamdulillah, something is still working for me. When your thoughts say, I have lost too much, remind yourself, Allah has still blessed me with more than I deserve. This shift does not come naturally at first, but with practice, your heart begins to lean toward hope rather than despair. Let me give you another hook. Gratitude is not about having everything. It is about recognizing that what you already have is from Allah. And when you acknowledge His gifts, He promises to increase them. Imagine how powerful that is. your emotional well-being, your inner peace, your ability to stay positive can all expand simply because you paused and said, Alhamdulillah. Gratitude transforms you internally long before your external situation changes. Every time you choose gratitude over negativity, you elevate your soul. You rise above the whispers that try to bring you down. You remind yourself that Allah's mercy surrounds you, His wisdom guides you, and His plan protects you. And the more you train your heart to look for blessings, the less room negativity has to survive. Many people underestimate themselves because they listen too closely to the doubts that come from within. But the truth is, you are far stronger than your mind often allows you to believe. Strength is not only shown through physical ability or confidence, it is shown through the silent battles you face every day. The moments when you feel overwhelmed but still choose to continue. The moments when you fall but still decide to rise. These unseen moments are the real measure of your inner power. And whether you realize it or not, Allah has placed within you a resilience that is far greater than any hardship that comes your way. Here is a powerful hook to remember. If your weakness was truly greater than your strength, you would not have survived everything you have already been through. The fact that you are still here, still breathing, still trying, is proof that there is a warrior inside you. Even when your thoughts try to convince you that you cannot handle something, your own history proves otherwise. Think of the times you thought you wouldn't make it, yet somehow Allah carried you through. Think of the moments you thought your heart would break, yet here you stand healing. These are not small victories. These are signs of strength that your mind often overlooks. Your thoughts may say, you cannot do this, but your faith says, Allah will not burden you with more than you can bear. That alone is enough to silence doubt. Whenever your mind warns you that something is impossible, remind yourself that every difficulty you face is already matched with the strength Allah has placed inside you. He does not test you to break you. He tests you to show you the strength you didn't know you had. Every challenge reveals a new layer of resilience. Every setback teaches you something about your own capacity to endure. Let me give you another hook. Strength does not mean you never feel tired. It means you refuse to let tiredness stop you from moving forward. Sometimes the strongest people are not the loudest, not the most confident, but the ones who continue silently, trusting that Allah sees their effort. Even when you feel weak, even when you feel overwhelmed, your heart continues beating with the strength Allah placed in it. That is not an accident, that is a divine gift. So whenever your thoughts whisper doubt, remind yourself of the truth. You have survived storms you never expected to face. You have carried burdens you never thought you could lift. And with Allah by your side, you are capable of far more than your mind believes. You are stronger, braver, and more resilient than you realize. And every challenge you face only brings out more of the strength that was already within you. When worry enters the heart, it begins to drain you from the inside out. It steals your energy, distracts your mind, and weakens your focus. But there is one powerful shift that can transform your entire emotional state, turning every worry into a dua. Worry keeps you trapped inside your own thoughts, but dua lifts you out of them and places you in the care of Allah. It is a transition from fear to reliance, from anxiety to peace, from feeling alone to knowing you are supported by the one who never leaves you. You will notice something remarkable. The moment you lift your hands to pray, your heart becomes lighter even before your situation changes. That's the mercy of Allah working long before the solution arrives. Here is a powerful hook to hold on to. Worries grow when you keep them inside your chest, but they shrink when you hand them over to Allah. Every time a worry crosses your mind, pause and say, Allah, I can't handle this alone, but you can. That simple moment of surrender is not weakness, it's strength. It is the realization that the one who controls the universe also controls your circumstances. Dua doesn't mean you stop putting in effort. It means you stop carrying the weight alone. It means you acknowledge that your planning is limited, but Allah's planning is perfect. Worry often creates scenarios in your mind that may never happen. It convinces you that you are stuck, helpless or unsupported. But dua reminds you of the truth. You are loved, you are guided, and you are never abandoned. When your thoughts say, what if everything goes wrong? Let your dua say, what if Allah makes it better than I ever imagined? Dua transforms fear into hope. It gives your heart a place to rest. It turns chaos into clarity. Let me give you another hook. Every worry is actually an invitation from Allah to come closer to Him. The more you worry, the more He is calling you to speak to Him. Imagine how honored you must be that the Lord of the worlds wants to hear your voice. So instead of letting your worries drown you, let them push you into deeper conversations with Allah. Every breath you release in dua is a burden leaving your heart. Every tear you cry in dua is a blessing descending upon you. And even if the answer does not come immediately, the peace arrives instantly. That peace is a sign that Allah has heard you, that He is taking care of you, and that the solution is already on its way. Turning your worries into duas is not just a spiritual solution, it is emotional healing. It is the art of letting go while holding on to Allah. And there is nothing more powerful, more comforting, or more life-changing than that. A negative thought may arrive suddenly, quietly and without warning. It slips into your mind like a shadow, trying to convince you that it belongs there. But the truth is, you hold the power to decide whether that thought stays or leaves. Your heart is precious, and not every idea deserves space within it. Protecting your heart is one of the greatest acts of emotional strength. When you allow negativity to settle inside, it begins to shape your feelings, your actions, and even your faith. But when you reject it from the start, you protect your peace before it gets disturbed. Here is a powerful hook to remember: you cannot stop a bird from flying over your head, but you can stop it from building a nest. Negative thoughts may pass through your mind, but you do not have to give them a home. The moment a harmful thought appears, whether it is a doubt, a fear, or a painful memory, pause and take control. Don't entertain it. Don't replay it. Don't give it power. Ask yourself, does this thought bring me closer to Allah or pull me away? If the answer is the latter, then it has no place in your heart. Your heart is a space meant for peace, faith, and clarity, not confusion and emotional chaos. Negativity feeds on attention. The more you think about it, the larger it grows. But the moment you ignore it, it begins to shrink. Think of your heart like a home. You wouldn't allow just anyone to walk in. You choose who enters based on trust and goodness. The same applies to your thoughts. Only allow in what strengthens your faith, uplifts your soul, and guides you toward becoming a better version of yourself. If a thought brings sadness, fear, or hopelessness, guard your heart by replacing it immediately with something beneficial. A dua, a verse, a moment of gratitude, or even a simple reminder that Allah is with you. Let me give you another hook. Your heart is the throne of your peace, and negativity cannot sit where faith already sits. The more you fill your heart with positivity, gratitude, and remembrance of Allah, the less space negativity finds to settle. Protecting your heart is not about pretending that problems don't exist. It is about choosing not to let those problems live inside you. You deserve peace, you deserve clarity. And Allah wants you to guard your heart, because the heart is where faith resides. So the next time negativity knocks on your door, stand firm and remind yourself, not every thought deserves a place inside me. You are the gatekeeper of your peace, and when you protect your heart, you protect your entire life.